Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Witterick. I'm a mental health counselor with the Hamilton Family Health Team, and thank you for joining our Caregiver webinar series, Supporting Health and Wellness in Children and Youth. Today, we're going to be talking about some of our local community mental health resources that are available for children, youth, families, and caregivers. These are all free resources that are available to anyone who resides in the Hamilton region. So starting off with several of our community resources. So in the Hamilton region, we have the Growing Together Guide, which is a free educational workshop and group support listing for caregivers, children, youth around a variety of mental health needs and caregiving needs. They talk about supports specific to anxiety, how to cope with emotions, parenting supports, counseling and resources specific for grief and loss, as well as select adult mental health counseling services available across the city. Programming through the Growing Together Guide is self-referral, which means you can contact all of these agencies directly, and you do not require a referral from a healthcare provider. We also have an additional resource known as the McMaster Lending Library. This is a library available to patients, families, staff, and members of the community, which has access to hundreds of books, DVDs, as well as manuals and materials that families can access based upon a variety of different needs: medical health, mental health, system navigation, local community resources. It's all available for you here. All of these resources have been sorted through by clinicians available at McMaster Children's Hospital, and you can book in with the library to make an appointment if you need one to talk further about locating supports and resources that are specific to you and your family's needs. Your Space Hamilton is a free online resource available to youth as well as their caregivers that has been specifically designed for those who are waiting on the child and youth mental health services across the region. There is access to live online webinars for youth and their families, archive videos, as well as web-based and print resources on a variety of mental health specific topics. In the Hamilton region, through the Hamilton Family Health Team, the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board, and the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board, individuals also have access to our caregiver groups and resources. So for any patient affiliated with a family physician through the Family Health Team, or whose student or loved one attends either one of the boards, you are able to access our emotion coaching webinars as well as caregiver groups. We have the 90-minute virtual webinar through the school boards that discusses emotion coaching. So what exactly is emotion coaching and how can caregivers implement it at home? All individuals of either boards, including the Hamilton Family Health Team, also have free access to our caregiver group, Emotion-Focused Strategies for Supporting Youth and Children. This is a 6-session caregiver-only specific workshop that is available online and runs through Zoom. Caregivers who attend this program will be supported by 2 clinical social workers or clinical mental health counselors. And this is a workshop that has been developed for caregivers, regardless of the age of your loved one, to learn further skills to help support the relationship and be able to help our loved one cope with feelings and emotions. This is a program that does not require a referral from a healthcare provider, and families are able to access this directly by contacting the Hamilton Family Health Team Groups line, whose number is noted below. Now we will review several of our emergency resources that are available to all families across the Hamilton region. We have COAST, which is a 24/7 crisis line available to any child, youth, or caregiver in the city. If at any point in time you have any concerns in regards to your child's mental health in the moment, COAST is available to assist you 24/7. The crisis worker can support the youth individually on the phone, or if a caregiver is not quite certain what is happening with their youth or if their youth is okay, they can also offer coaching in the moment for caregivers as well. The crisis worker will help complete an assessment in the moment further understand a situation that is occurring, any mental health concerns and potential risks, and they will offer support and recommendations, including a plan for intervention as needed. The Kids Help Phone Crisis Line is also available to children, youth, and caregivers across the city, where access to support is available in English and French, and you have access to a volunteer crisis responder to address emotional as well as mental health needs, from crisis situations even into concerns associated with growing up in daily life. We also have McMaster Children's Hospital, Child and Youth Mental Health Emergency Services, also known as McMaster Children's Hospital ER. Children, youth, and families who may be experiencing a mental health crisis who are requiring prompt attention, including if there's any risks of harm, can access care from McMaster 24/7. The child, the youth, and the family will be seen by a clinician at the time. This can involve a nurse, a social worker, or potentially a psychologist to further understand the scenario and develop a treatment plan of care. We also have access to our Trans Lifeline, which is a 24/7 line offering emotional support to trans and non-binary individuals in crisis. This is a resource that has been created and made for the trans community by the trans community. There is also access to information around financial support to assist with those interested in changing their names on legal documents. We also happen to have the LGBT Youth Line that offers confidential and non-judgmental peer volunteers who are trained in active listening and relevant knowledge, such as anti-oppression, anti-racism, sex and consent, STIs, HIV, self-care, and more. Information on accessing both of these lines can be made available on the slide below. Any questions that you may have in regards to any Hamilton Family Health Team specific groups or workshops, please talk further with one of your clinicians available at your primary care provider's office. They'll be able to provide you with further information, including assistance with referrals as needed. For more information on local community programs or workshops, most resources, including the direct contact information, is available through organizations across the city, directly through the Growing Together Guide as needed.